Genshin Impact is a massively popular free-to-play open-world anime gacha RPG that initially released back in 2020. I played the game for a bit back at launch, but I had no idea how popular this game would go on to be, and as of October 2023, the game has over 64 million players logging in to play every month, which is 4 times the amount it had back at launch. In 2023, Genshin is available to play on multiple platforms including PC, PS4 and 5, Android and iOS, and over the years has had numerous updates that both expand the roster of collectible characters and the size of the world. So why do people play Genshin? Well, I think there's a few reasons, but the main ones being collecting waifus, enjoying the game's unique elemental reaction-based action combat system, the fact that Genshin has the largest open world out of any anime game in existence, and it's also heavily story-driven, so you're basically playing an anime, and with every update the community is basically experiencing a new episode of that anime together. In this video, I'll revisit Genshin Impact in 2023 to see if the game can hook me in more this time compared to back at launch. This video is sponsored by miHoYo, so if you like what you see then click my link in the description below to play Genshin Impact on your platform of choice for free. Genshin Impact in 2023. I haven't played Genshin since the launch of the game, and back then I had no idea how massively popular this game would go on to be. 3 years later, this game is still absolutely huge, and it's had tons and tons of updates since I last played it, so let's see how it plays in current year. Upon logging into Genshin for the first time in a few years, I was a bit overwhelmed, so I spent some time refamiliarizing myself with the game, the UI, and claimed a bunch of free rewards from the mailbox. The last time I played, I pulled 2 copies of Bennett, 1 Fischl and 1 Noelle. After a bit of research, it seems both Bennett and Fischl are great characters to keep throughout the game, so I leveled them up, equipped them with artifacts, and added them to my main team. Let's try and pull a Venti. Are we lucky? I don't think we are. Nope. Next I opened the quest log and did the main Archon quest, which seems to have a decent variety of gameplay, from a stealth section to steal a harp. Oh, is this a stealth quest? I need to avoid these guards. Oh, someone stole it before we could steal it. To a flying through the rings quest and dungeons that give temporary access to heroes not part of your roster. Oh, he's a cool character. Look at that big ass sword. I can use him just for this quest. Damage. Oh, that's cool. Adventure rank 12. Upon hitting Adventure rank 12, I unlocked daily quests, otherwise known as commissions, which are one of the most consistent long-term sources of both Primogems and Adventurer XP in Genshin. Typically, I don't enjoy dailies in any game, but the Genshin dailies are so fast to complete and rewarding that they actually feel pretty good to do. These dailies are really fast. I love it when the sun sets and this game is so beautiful. That should be all 4 commissions. Good Adventurer XP as well. For the next few hours I was chilling with the game off camera, trying to level up my Adventurer rank in numerous ways. I attempted another 10 pull for Venti, no luck. I did some puzzles, looted chests, started collecting Animunculus to level up the statues of 7, and I progressed with the MSQ. It was quite a chill few hours of gameplay, but one quest that stood out to me was the one where you need to help Lisa find lost books from the library. I don't know much about the popularity of Genshin characters, but I can only assume that Lisa has to be a fan favourite or extremely high on the waifu tier lists.
Would you by any chance care for some flowers, milady?
Why, it just so happens that I would, my kindest cutie. Naughty boys who don't do what they're told need a little punishment to keep them in line.
This character's pretty funny. She always wants to go to the enemy camps for language exchange, but it never works out and we have to kill the enemies every single time. I wonder if today will be any different. Oh, it's a weapon. Oh.
Why do they never miss?
I hope you're happy, Ella. That conversation's just cost about 4 lives. Elemental Trial, and this lets me use other characters that I haven't unlocked yet. Oh, this character's cool. She can get all of the enemies wet, like just by walking into them. Yeah, the game actually does a really fantastic job at teaching the player how these elemental interactions work. The tutorial for this game is really good. Oh, big damage. That's a cool character. Finally, we've got a legendary. Surely this is the one that we've actually wanted to get. Yeah, there it is, finally. So what does Venti do? Another range character. What's this do? Ooh. The lair is finally open, let's go kill this dragon. Upon hitting Adventure Rank 18, I unlocked the final part of the starting zone MSQ where we had to take on a giant dragon called Stormterror. We navigated across some ancient ruins, climbed the tower in the centre, then had to explore the zone to break 3 seals. Upon doing that, the big boss fight was upon us. Confront Sky Terror. So I'm chasing the dragon on my glider and zapping it with lasers, okay? Not much of a Sky Terror, is he? If he's trying to escape from a little boy chasing him down. Okay, got one of his weak points. Different mechanics for the second one, I guess. So what do we do for this one? We can dodge, I guess. Let's go attack his feet. Big damage. Over to the other platform, maybe. There it is. Now the dragon's a good boy. Oh, we can claim Barbara as a character. Cool. Domain of Blessing unlocked. Next MSQ available from rank 23, so we've got quite a bit of leveling up to do. So now that I'm adventure rank 20, I'm now playing on world level 1, so all of the monsters in the world have leveled up. And along with that, I've also unlocked some new activities that I can spend my resin on. Spirit Abyss. Lots of new world quests as well. We've also unlocked the battle pass as well. Weekly missions, level 2. Is this like a boss? This is a really weird enemy. Ouch. Oh, wow. You basically got to like dodge it until it uses its abilities. And you kind of deal damage after it's finished dealing damage. Ooh-wee. Oh, the boss fights in this game have some really cool mechanics. Well, I wasn't expecting this from a random open world kind of daily boss. Destroy the prisms. There it is. That probably took me a lot longer than it should have. Next time I fight it, I'll kill it much quicker. Lots of rewards for that. Oh, I need to hit the weak points on it. I got it. So I've hit the weak points. We can now deal full damage on it. Probably want to dodge this. So now we need to take out another weak point. Now we can do more big damage. Another boss down. These new challenges that have appeared at Adventure Rank 20 are really fun. Actual interesting mechanics. This challenge has respawned again. Let's see if we can do it a bit faster this time. So far on this one, I've taken 0 damage this time. Oh, I spoke too soon. I was going for a no-hit run. The bosses are so well designed that you do them once and you just kind of know the mechanics. And it's dead. Yeah, the second kills are always like way faster. It feels so good when you like stack all of those elemental reactions on top of each other. Combat of Genshin's actually really, really good. I can kind of see why people play this as a main game now. Like switching the characters and doing all of their different ultis and stuff, it's really interesting. This game probably has one of the most interesting combat systems out there. Something I should do before I leave is just collect every single teleport shrine. This icon only appears on the mini-map, but it doesn't appear on the main map. It's like a giant portal in the sky. Maybe I need to kill all these mobs. It's got to be there for a reason, surely. Oh, there seems to be 2 statues here, which I can get these little creatures to go in. Maybe that spawns a lift. Sun's setting, most gorgeous time of the day. Okay, so that's all 3. Oh! It's going to give me one of these, and now I can go through the portal. What is this? Oh, we're going through a wormhole. Oh, and that's how I get over to this special island. This is where I was heading anyway. I'm glad I figured that out for myself, because my plan was to make like an ice bridge to get all the way from here to here, which probably would have taken a very long time. Spiral Abyss. Giant dungeon with multiple floors and challenges. So I've got the choice of 3 cards which give me buffs. Some of these are only effective on this floor, some of them are only effective on this chamber. It makes sense to me to stack buffs for the entire floor, because then they're going to carry through to the next level. Let's freeze them all as well. Floor 2 is way harder than floor 1. Floor 1's definitely just a tutorial. Oh, this one I've got to defend the statue. Like before I was way too slow at like switching characters to use their abilities. But I'm really starting to get it now. I'm starting to get comfortable with it. Just cycling through my characters. Doing the elemental interactions. Oh, look at that damage. Oh, let's go. Oh, feels good. Oh, this is fun. I'm starting to get used to the combat now. Feels like I can dodge almost everything as well. Like there's so much player agency with this game's combat. I can understand why Venti is considered a good character now as well. That ability to just suck them all up in a tornado is insanely good. So this one I only need to defeat 2 enemies. Big damage. Oh, we just hit a 2.5k. So now that I'm finally starting to get a good feel for this game's combat, like the switching of the characters, cycling the abilities, I'm really starting to see the appeal of this game so much more now. I think it just takes a while to get used to, but I can imagine once you've like got an insanely good team and you've mastered the combat system, it probably feels absolutely incredible. I've got given a free Jingling. Floor 3, Chamber 3, I get Clay. Oh, these give massive rewards. 200 Primogems. So if I clear Chamber 3 of Floor 4, I get a new hero. The mobs are level 50. So it's going to be a hell of a lot harder, but we can do it. No! Oh no, we're not going to do it. Can I retry this floor? The bloody bubbles, man. They're so hard to dodge. Yes, let's go. We got it. Here it is. Coley. I don't know if she's any good, but she's another ranged character, and I like ranged characters. She's also my first Dendro character. So over in the distance, there's a giant mountain. I wonder if I can actually travel all the way to the peak. It should be over here somewhere. Press U to see the effects of the cold. It's like a random boss. Oi. Big damage. Got it. Let's try and make my way through this region. We're freezing apparently. Okay, so we got this Scarlet Quartz. And we've broke the ice. Brilliant. So earlier when I looked into the distance and I saw that giant snowy mountain and said, I wonder if we can go here. Yes. Yes, you can. If you can see the location in the distance in this game, you can indeed go there. So what is this thing that we're about to break open? Start. Is it a challenge? I've unlocked something. Frost-bearing tree. So is this basically this zone's version of a Shrine of the Seven? Next, my goal was to uncover as much of the map as possible, as well as grab all of the teleport shrines. Turns out this would take an extremely long time though, considering I was getting distracted by treasure in the world every few seconds. The open world in this game's absolutely unbelievable. I just came from atop that giant snowy mountain, and I think Mondstadt's over there somewhere, and like just looking off into the distance, everything I see is a place that I can go to, and there's just points of interest everywhere. This looks gorgeous. Time for a screenshot like this. The game's just helping me make the best screenshot ever. Screenshots in this game are so good. He's posing for the camera, it's like he knows that I'm taking a screenshot. Randomly start gliding in a direction and we come across a Geoculus. Everywhere I go there's like something to collect. We get it? Yes. Venti's so useful. Venti, hello. Swap to you. Bit of dendro damage. Bit of fire. And it's dead. I think if I could change any one thing about Genshin Impact, I would make it so sprinting doesn't consume stamina. Because there's been so many times where I just naturally sprint around because that's what I do in every game. And I touch water for a second, and I drown instantly, and it just feels wrong. It doesn't feel right, and I think just traversing the world in general would feel so much more fun if sprinting didn't consume stamina. Pop this. Another domain unlocked. Oh, this is a very picturesque area. Wooden structures, beautiful view, tower in the distance. Mate, this game is absolutely gorgeous. Even though it released 3 years ago, it's still by far the best looking anime game out. Oh, is it time for another screenshot? I think it is. Beautiful. Quickly, whilst he's doing the pose. Nice. 19 of these to offer to the statue. That's taken the statue to level 4. If you're a screenshot enjoyer, this game is definitely for you. Adventure rank 22. I've been exploring for ages trying to uncover the map, and I have so much left to do. For the past few hours I've just been rushing the teleport shrines. Perhaps I should just rush the statues of the 7. I've had a few adventure rank levels up, let's see what we can claim. I really need to start collecting more of these ore when I see it. Whilst messing around with the map, I accidentally discovered that I could instantly teleport to one of the newest regions added to Genshin called Fontaine. So this area looks completely different to the other places I've been to. This part of the world seems like it's more high technology or something. Hydroculus. The mountains here are so pointy. It seems like I don't need to level up my character to explore the entire world, as the world is based off your world level and adventurer rank, so No matter where I go, all of the mobs are going to be somewhat close to my level. So with this zone, you can go underwater. Left control to dive underwater. Yo! I wonder if I can explore underwater for the entire rest of the world now. Or if it's just for this region. Like, look at this giant bridge thing. I can see it for miles. And it goes all the way into this city. Oh, let's check out the underwater combat then. Okay. Maybe I unlock something that makes me more powerful underwater. Like, this doesn't feel great compared to the other combat. Enter. Oh, that's like teleporting me to a ring. Oh, it's like a speed ring. It feels good to be able to quickly travel through the water. We've climbed into the city through the back door. Oh wow, and what a grand city it is. Completely different to the first one. So this is the city of Fontaine. It's a rabbit humanoid, but it also looks like it's got some kind of authority. What are you doing? I'm patrolling. Oh, it does have authority. I ain't listening to no furry. Oh, yes. Give me that map. Oh, wow. Giant floating cube islands. Looks like the ice cubes are melting. Is this what climate change looks like in Genshin Impact? My assumption when I was over here was that I'd need to be a high level to do the content over here in the newer regions. But that's just not the case. In fact, going around early on and covering the whole map, getting all the teleports, might be a really smart thing to do in this game. Swimming underwater is actually faster than running around on land. So we're now approaching another main city, Liyue Harbour. Quite a nice view from here, isn't it? Another floating structure in the sky over there as well. So Liyue's more traditional Asian fantasy themed. Wow, I can see all the way over to that zone that I travelled to with the really pointy mountains. For the next few hours, it was pure tunnel vision to grab all of the shrines and domains. I killed giant monsters for treasure, solved puzzles, and started to realise what a massive benefit having Venti on my team was when it came to my ability to traverse the map. Once I got to the canyon area, I realised that I'd completely slept on using Noelle in my team, and not only is she a good DPS, but is amazing at breaking open rocks to farm ore. This place looks cozy. It looks like a tree city. I'm gonna enjoy exploring that place. Oh, I can press T and zip to it. Okay. Get around like Spider-Man. Zip here, zip here. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm really glad that I've taken the time to explore the world and unlock all these teleport things, because I've learned so much about the game in the process of doing so, in a real short space of time. Hello friends. Pop this, pop big damage, and sit them down. Oh, the music in this zone's nice. Here's something I managed to figure out for myself when it comes to Genshin puzzles. If you need to activate shrines in a certain order, look around at the environment for clues as to what that order could be. Yeah, this zone is really enjoyable. I love these teleports that help you get around really quickly. Now this is a cool looking town. Sumeru City. Yeah, this is the type of city I like. Tree city. This is so cozy. Cozy forest theme, that's my favourite aesthetic in any fantasy game. Reaching the peak of the city. Very nice, especially at night time. But this place looks even better during the daytime. Next, I opened the events page and realised I could get a bunch of free rewards by testing out a few heroes. I tried a guy that punches his enemies with ice attacks, a cryo greatsword user, a pyro spear user, and a lightning hero that uses a genie lamp as a weapon. Yo, what is that? Some kind of giant ancient robot? Every sunset I have to be atop some kind of giant mountain, looking off into the distance. Adventure rank 23. I think I've unlocked the next part of the MSQ now. What is that in the distance? An upside down pyramid on top of another pyramid? We have now arrived at the desert. Oh, this is cool. Found an underground pyramid. Genshin Impact in 2023 has so many interesting and diverse biomes to explore. You've got open plains, deserts, snowy mountain, a deep jungle, underwater, Asian fantasy themed area. Okay, so let's see if the plants are the hint of the order in which these need to be lit. So this is 0, 2, 3 flowers here. And then this one must be the final one. I'm actually so smart, it's unbelievable. Figured that out without Google. Go on then, let's fight it. Wow. Oh my god, that's an epic boss. What is that in the distance? I've said that so many times during this video. What is that in the distance? And I think it's like a testament to Genshin's world building, because you're just going through the world and you're constantly seeing things in the distance that make you want to keep exploring, keep playing the game, and like see what those things are. So this was the vortex I saw in the distance earlier. It's like a broken tree and the tree energy is fighting the wormhole. There it is. So I've finally unlocked most of the map, except this giant area down here. Unfortunately, to uncover the final part of the map and to travel to Inazuma, I'd need to complete Chapter 2 Act 1 of the Archon quest, and also be Adventure Rank 30, which is a bit beyond the scope of this video. I swiped and unlocked the Cryo Ice Gauntlet guy because I thought he looked cool. I continued with the MSQ, which sent me on multiple adventures in the area near Liyue Harbour, and I also did a bunch of domains to level up my Adventurer rank. There's just over here, 200,000 Mora. City reputation unlocked, and I guess that's Adventure rank 25. And with that, I believe I can level up my characters again. At AR 25, I could once again continue the Archon quest. I did so until completion, then I spent some time farming mats, ascended Bennett, and leveled him up to 50. The next day, Genshin Impact patch 4.2 released, which once again increased the size of the map in the region of Fontaine, and also brought a new hero and events to the game. Patch 4.2 is here, let's uncover the new part of the map. Is that a jellyfish monster? I think it is. Oh, it bounced me up in the air. I thought I was gonna have to fight it. Maybe it's not a jellyfish, because it's on land. Unlock this part, the Eranis Forest. I really do like the aesthetic of this region. Wait, let's check out the new character, Furina. Let's try her out first. I like her visuals, and I like the floating weapon that follows her around. I hope she's good. I don't have a good Hydro character. Let's press E. Ooh, I like that, big AoEs. I like her attack animations. Let's try the Q. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, I love the animation on her ulti. There's like bubbles all over my screen. Go on then. Please be the one that we want. Is it? Is it? Yes, there it is. Leveled up Furina's artifacts and weapons. Now I need to go farm some resources so I can ascend her. Okay, new area uncovered. So many teleport shrines in this area that I need to collect.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Okay, Furina. Your ego's getting a little bit out of control, isn't it, love? Found in Eranis Forest. So something awesome that Furina does is she summons a bunch of like, water allies that just go around and attack things, and they persist even when you swap characters. So if you use her in combination with Fischl, then you're basically having passive elemental reactions. It's very nice. Yeah, I really like this character. I'm glad I pulled for her. Well, this area is very windy. Look at the trees. Ah, this is what we're looking for. Lake Light Lily. Ascend Furina. Level 40. Looks like I've got a bit of a jumping puzzle to get this Hydroculus. So we land on this. Spits us up in the air. Very nice. Nice view from up here. If it was daytime, I'd take a screenshot. Bunch of events going on in Genshin right now with some pretty good rewards, it seems. There's a double drop event in some domains. Rewards here for exploring the new zone. We've also got this, Misty Dungeon. Oh, this actually gives me a selection of level 80 characters that I don't even have unlocked. So I guess this is going to give me a taste of the endgame combat. Let's pop the ulti. What does this do? Big water. Let's do this one. Big thunder. Huge damage. Yeah, this Misty Dungeon content, I'm a fan. My first little taste of max level combat in Genshin. Feels pretty good. There it is. That was really fun. Yeah, these Misty Dungeons, big fan of this content. It basically allows new players to get an early feel for the end game combat, getting the chance to play around with the faster energy recharge rates and seeing all of that big damage. It certainly makes you want to level up and get to end game. This video is probably getting really long now, so we're going to wrap it up here. So after checking out Genshin Impact in 2023, my first impressions are as follows. Pros. The world of Genshin is absolute S tier. Not just by anime RPG standards, but it might be one of the most diverse, interesting, and content-rich open worlds in gaming as a whole. Genshin feels extremely well polished, everything from the sound effects, UI, animations and visual effects are on point. Genshin has the best graphics and art style in the anime gacha RPG genre, S-tier music, Lisa's voice acting, very nice. The game has tons of content variety. I like that you can gather absolutely everything with no inventory management. Genshin's characters have a ton of personality. Genshin's combat system is really interesting, and it's quite fun to try and build multiple teams that synergize with each other. The elemental reactions in Genshin are also very interesting and allow for diverse gameplay in the form of world traversal, puzzles and combat. The game does seem quite free to play friendly, and I've seen multiple Genshin content creators that have beat the game without spending any money. The game is completely cross-platform on PC, mobile and PlayStation, and with the sheer popularity of the game, the art style and regular updates, it looks like Genshin will be a game that's going to be around for the next 10 years, especially considering it's one of the few games to actually rise in player count since its launch. Cons: there's no windowed borderless mode for Genshin on PC. This really surprised me, and it's probably the biggest thing I want them to add to the game. Throughout my time playing Genshin, I was constantly looking stuff up on my other monitor, replying to Discord messages and looking at external maps. Having the game minimize every time I clicked off it got extremely annoying. I hope the devs fix this. Personally, I dislike that sprinting consumes stamina. Even after playing the game for a solid week, I still can't get used to it. I just think the game would be more fun if you could sprint freely and only the dodge uses stamina. There's no way to skip dialogue in Genshin. This isn't a big deal for the voice acted MSQ, but for the side quests with no voice acting, I found it very annoying. I can also imagine this being annoying for people who are replaying the game on new accounts. There's also no way to restart dialogue if you're trying to pay attention to the MSQ but you miss something or get distracted. You should have the option to press escape and redo the entire dialogue sequence again if you missed something. In the Wish UI, your current level of pity isn't clearly displayed, and I really wish the game did a better job of helping players check their map completion progress with the in-game map UI when it comes to treasure chests and the Statue of the Seven collectibles, as currently most players are using external map resources when going for completionism. Overall, at first I didn't think Genshin was a game I could ever see myself getting into, but after playing it for this past week, I can really understand the appeal now. In terms of scope and sheer quality, it's a cut above the competition, and all of these other open world anime gacha RPGs kind of feel like cheap copies in comparison. I actually think I'll keep playing Genshin now, especially after getting a feel for how good the combat is, combined with what's surely got to be one of the most interesting and content-rich worlds ever created in a video game. But that's it for this video. As always, let me know your thoughts on Genshin Impact in the comments below. Do you agree with my pros and cons? Did you have a similar experience getting into the game as me? If you enjoyed the vid, then please help us out with a like for the algorithm gods, and click the link in the description below to download Genshin Impact for free, and hopefully Hoyoverse will sponsor me to cover more future updates. Social media on screen, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.